the dynamic Justin Fields. After his last game, now across 3,000 yards for the season. It's the Jets and the Colts under the lights on Sunday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the New York Jets and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. Now, they've lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they come into this one off a bit of a clunker last time out, a loss that ended their 5-game winning streak. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first look is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it's so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
On play action, Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 9. first carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. The Jets at 9-3 here on the year. Well, they were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Rolling to his right. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season, and that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
To throw again on second down. Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Off play action. Fields. And complete to Drake London. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Play action. It's Fields. Rolling to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It was the linebacker, Shaquille Leonard, who applied the heat.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And how about this, a fake? And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football, because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Quinnen Williams in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here. Now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, they're actually in a playoff push right now.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 34 yards to gain that time, another first down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
That's on Big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Now Fields. And his throw here's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Now here's Fields on the sneak. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on the keeper the moment it revealed itself.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a bandit.
2nd and 3. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting negative.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Garrett Wilson, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Check. Black swap. Smith red. Check white.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Jaron Kearse in on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man is Duvernay. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
On the set.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. Now for the point after. And it's 21-3. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Indianapolis offense ready to go again. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 86 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Ready, ready.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And New York set to take the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Colts going to use the first of their... Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Back to throw now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime, and all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for Kenneth in the first half.
Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Fields. Running the crossing route, it's Beasley with a catch.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath, sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. From the 44, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Fields throwing again. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Dayo Odeyingbo with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
Switch, yellow, check, pink.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On the counter, it's Taylor. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game, because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
104 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards.
Ready, ready.
Back to Taylor on 1st down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This will be a 34-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Braxton Berrios now from his end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
This pass is caught by London.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Fields.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here's Fields.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Justin Fields.
His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Jets are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
Point after, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
From the 6. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and go further.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Indianapolis.
Here we go.
2nd and 12.
It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Here we go on 2nd and 12.
being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well.
Holding. Offense.
So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Back to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
On play action, Fields
steps away, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Dayo Odeyingbo able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
A fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
They snap it to Fields.
Wide open receiver complete.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
They get 25 yards out of that one, and it'll be a New York first.
The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
On first down, it's Fields.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Ran a perfect defense in this situation. Would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
To throw is Fields. And caught by London. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
These guys are running off.
So much for being conservative and running that football.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Off play action, Fields.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach. And maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
To throw again on second down. Fields finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues.
But normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter. But the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know. Maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need...
Now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is up.
After review of the play.
So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Now here's Fields on the sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Jets look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Point after, right down the middle, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss.
Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. He'll get the... Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Jets... And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only writing a note or two about it.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Throwing again on second down. Fields. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And the Jets are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here's Fields on the sneak, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt to come here. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Running right through him. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
127 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better really as the night's gone on.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up
2nd and 3.
at the 44-yard line.
Flushed out right.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets 19. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And a little bit of a consolation prize here. He's into the end zone. Won't win them the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. On the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder,